The Big South Indoor Track and Field Championships will take place this Thursday and Friday down in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And here to give us a preview is head coach Brant Tolsma. Coach, we'll start with the men. They've won all 17 of the Indoor Track and Field Championships. Winning never gets old. So where does this team stack up with previous teams?
Well, I think we're going in as favorites, but our challenge probably will come from High Point and possibly Campbell. And, you know, a few things go the wrong way and all of a sudden you have a battle. So we're certainly not looking past it. We will be challenged and a lot of crazy things going on. You know, there's been a lot of sickness. There's been a lot of, I guess we're going to have some weather to deal with possibly down there. So, you know, hopefully it'll be fun. We'll roll with the punches and continue to string. But we had a long string going across country that we lost this year, and so there's certainly no guarantees. We have to go there and perform.
Only 6 men's schools competing this year. Is that rare? How does that change the competition within all the schools?
It does. It's never been that way before, and it does change the outlook that some of the 6th, 7th, and 8th places won't be as tough as they used to be. And that should work to our favor because we have a large team. But you know, you don't know. The outdoor meet will be very different than indoor meet just for the presence of Coastal. But they don't do men's track, and you know, it's sad to see the way things are moving somewhat with men's track. There've been a number of schools that have dropped their indoor program or their whole program in recent years, including Radford, and that was sad to see, and it makes it a little less exciting, but we still have our job to do, and so hopefully the people all go there focused, and the fact that there's 1 or 2 less schools shouldn't play into our thinking at all.
The facility is called the JDL Fast Track down in Winston-Salem. It's the second time out of 3 years it's been in this facility. What is it all about? Tell us about it. And it's a flat track, so give us an idea of what the facility is about.
Right. It's quite a bit like our track, except it has 6 lanes and ours only has 4. But we train on that all the time, so it shouldn't be any shock for our team, even though we haven't been down there this year. But it's very much like where we are every day, and there's even poles around like we have in our place. So I don't think that'll be too much of a factor. Certainly it's an advantage, like in the 200 or so, to get outside lanes over inside lanes, and that's just kind of sometimes random how that turns out. But we can't think of all those things. You only have to control. You only can control what you can control, and the things outside of our control we don't want to focus on.
Liberty's biggest rival is Coastal Carolina. No different in track and field. The women have won 10. Coastal has won 7, so it's been between those 2 schools the last 17 years. What are the prospects for the women's side of things coming up this week?
Well, even though we're ahead of them 10-7, if you look at just the last 10 years, they're ahead of us. And we have great battles with them. It's stacking up to be another good battle. I would give them the nod as being slight favorites, probably even more so than I want it to be, but it's going to depend on who's able to go there and perform.
This will be the last opportunity to qualify for NCAAs as well. Who do you think could be one of those men or women that could do that? That's
the indoor national championship is very hard to get to. They only take about 15 or 16 athletes in an event. You know, our best shot this year going in was Michelle Cummings, but we redshirted her. So she can't, and probably Jocelyn Williams was our next best shot. But she's been more focused on the hammer than the weight this year. So, you know, I'll be surprised if somebody qualifies from our team. But, you know, Edna is probably the next one who could get there. But she's entered in 3 events, so she won't be going for time. She'll just be going for places. Her best chance would be next weekend when we go up to Boston, if weather allows.
All right, Coach, we appreciate your time. Have a great time down in Winston. If you have a snowplow, be sure to take it with you. You might need it. But anyway, nonetheless, good luck this week.
I expect we'll have a lot of fun, and we always enjoy Big South, and I hope we'll have a good result.
It's the Indoor Big South Track and Field Championships Thursday and Friday down in Winston-Salem. Be sure to log on to libertyflames.com for all the latest news and notes from that meet and other ones here around Big South indoor track and field. For the head coach, Brant Tolsma, I'm Alan York for the Liberty Flames Sports Network.